of the Lord, yo, I'ma turn it to furnace. Love a hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccably furnished. See a little daylight between the burners. Flip a little switch for the because you cheer the spice strips. MS with 98 size 11, I crushing my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger, they matches so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a democracy rig. I get it. I take it back and I split it at Williamson. I'ma be back in a minute. I rented it out just to give me a monogram, one-on-one cast iron skillet. Way I've been raising my prices, I'm grateful as ever, cause it took a village. Way I've been, the shorty, she think I'm a Hollywood villain. Happy to say that I'm no longer working, I'm not really feeling. Needed a breath, so I bit on a bullet. I still got some cracks in my molars. Get on a flight at my Broward headquarters as soon as the weather get colder. 7 consecutive strikes like professional bowler. Fetty the rest of digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty the rest of digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty the rest of digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty the rest of digits.
So almost ready to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Santana, and he handles it himself for the out. Here's Adley Rutschman. And a foul ball.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
One out, bases empty. Got it. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. How did so many teams pass on this guy in the draft?
Oh, you know the teams were interested, but just went in different directions. Phillies had Bryson Stott graded better, and the Yankees went with...
Well, we'll hold that thought, as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. That's a little bit low.
3-1.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Up against the wall and brings it in. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. And now 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just could.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field. Second inning set to go. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled off, he was late. Kwan makes the catch, and there's one down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And that one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Thomas moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. That to right. Brennan towards the line. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back to Cleveland. Singy, these Guardians fans are excited for another season, and especially after watching their team reach the ALCS last year.
Yeah, Boog, and it wasn't a fluke. I mean, they won the American League Central and eliminated Detroit in the ALDS before losing to the Yankees.
And Jose Ramirez had another great season.
And nearly joined the 40-40 club, but finished with 39 home runs. So close. What a player.
Lane Thomas in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. And Thomas is out. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Mansardo. Just missed.
Outside. Ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Sends it to first. Guardians go down in order. Here in Cleveland, here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Bieber back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one. Cowser measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting 7th in today's lineup, a former first-round pick in 2021. Thomas, long run into the gap. Corrals it. One up, one down. Heston Kjerstad now at the plate. Schneemann makes his way towards it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And another ball.
2-0.
Kwan makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. As we go to the last of the third, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. And ball 1.
1-0.
Inside, just missed.
Yeah!
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
Out.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
2-0.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
2-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Rutschman on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Here's Brian Rocchio. And he swings and misses at the initial
0
offering.
balls, 1 strike.
to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Now here is Cedric Mullins. And he chases that one below the zone.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Thomas balls it in, and there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Schneemann to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the fourth, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
On the ground right side, on to first. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Jose Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And the slider just misses. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Man at first, 1 away. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Throw, and they got him. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is downstairs. And that skips into dirt. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. Bang! And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Out to short, sneaks through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Whips it to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the fifth and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, these Orioles, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And 1 out now. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Schneemann fires over to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Cleveland on top 1-0. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Trevor Rogers.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Trying to move the runners over. Henderson. Off balance feed. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Way outside. And now 3-1. Fought off foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Headed towards the corner. O'Neill on his horse. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit.
1-0.
In the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Runners on first and third. 2 away. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Pop up here, third base side. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
2 outs. Line drive. Holiday tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. Now the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone.
The dream of a perfect game turns out to be just that thanks to this hit. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
He's under it. Brings it in. And there's one away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Next one just misses. Now 1-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Santana puts the tag on him leaving the box, and that's the third out. Here in Cleveland, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
1-0.
The 1-0. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! And it's fouled away. Kittredge goes 6'1", 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Next pitch is outside. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Now batting, first baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. First pitch, and he just misses.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Here's Lane Thomas. Coming out for the Orioles, Brian Baker.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the dirt. Down to second, but he dances back in safely. Two on, one out. Inside. And the count is 2-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And misses inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
The 3-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now back.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. First and second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Late swing, foul to the left.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Throw on to Santana. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He sends it out of here. It's 1-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly.
And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
2-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Westberg makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Daniel Schneemann.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mullins settles underneath it, hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. The shortstop takes the ball.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
This one in the dirt. Two outs. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Bieber back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
In the air, out towards right center. Brennan on the run into the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And fouled off. One down, base is empty.
That's foul.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And now Heston Kjerstad. Left field. Quan settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Cleveland, now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Yennier Cano comes on now. Just missed.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And there's the strike. Fly ball down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. He's already homered in this game. First pitch just misses. And that one popped in the air, left field. Cowser drops into the glove, and that quickly 2 away. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And he grounds one to the right side. Gets it to first, third out. Back now at Progressive Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Brandon Hyde making a move for a pinch hitter, Jorge Mateo.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Out front and foul to the left side. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a swing and a miss.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He's under it. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss as he was late. Cantillo, 25 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Throw on to Santana. Rutschman retired. And that's the 3rd out. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. High fly ball out to left field. Cowser in position. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Comes up empty.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Up and in, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
Got him. 1 gone here. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Foul ball.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And the 0-1. Just missed. Ball. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And that one fouled off. And that is out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. We're in extras here. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. Gregory Soto gets the call from the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
In the dirt, but kept close, and the runner holds. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Brian Rocchio getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. 0 for 4. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. So they turn to their closer, Felix Bautista.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Across is the winning run, and the Guardians walk it off an extra inning. And your final score.